So I've downloaded some files, and the TTF files or OTF files are the ones that you want. So you can preview them. So here's the one I downloaded. Here's another one. So I'm looking at the TTF files. The ping files are just examples. They're just images. They're not the actual font. So you're looking at the TTF files. Okay, so how do we deal with this? First, we have to put these fonts on the web server. So let's put them all into one thing. So I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to call it fonts, F-O-N-T-S. And then all the TTF files, I'm just going to drag into there. All the ones that I might possibly use. Okay, so there you go. So now fonts has all the TTF files all in it like this. So now we need to put this on the web server. So how do we put this on the web server? First, make sure you're connected to the VPN. So connect to the VPN, and then connect to the connect this way. So on a Mac, it's Command K. On a Mac, it's Command K. And you get this, and I want you to go to smb://10.250.4.171. If you're on a PC, you just go to File Explorer and you would do //10.50, so //10.250.4.171 if you're on a PC. On a Mac, you would use that. All right, click Connect. Should ask you for your username and password. It's your lowercase, all lowercase, your username, and your password that you normally use for Freestyle. And it's okay to tell it to remember if you wanted to. When you click Connect, you can have many choices here. The one you want to go to is Homes. Actually, no, Home. You want to go to Home, not Homes. Go to Home, hit OK, and you'll see Home here. That's you, right? And then you're going to go to www, and here is all their website font files. Okay, so yours might look different from mine, but that's okay. So then what we're going to do is I'm going to separate these, so it's separate, two different windows, and I'm going to grab my fonts folder, this fonts folder, and I'm going to drag it into the www folder. So I'm just going to drag it here. So ultimately, inside www is your fonts folder. Inside fonts are some TTF files like this. Okay? All right. So what do we do with that? Well, let's say I want to try to use crank first. So I'm going to select crank, the entire file name, copy it like this. So I need to tell WordPress how to find it. So here, back to our tools, scripts and styles, CSS. Right here in this source URL. In fact, I'm going to do it on this sheet so you can see it a little easier. So in the source URL, you're going to type out right after this double quote /tilde, your username, capital letters matter, /fonts, / I'm going to paste in the name of the font, crank.ttf. You know, yours would be different, right? Yours would be different, the name of your font, but essentially it's this part will be the same for everybody. The name of the font is going to be different for you, and then .ttf or OTF depending upon what you've downloaded. So that's what you would type into here. Okay? All right. So now that that's there, all you got to do is now scroll down, save changes, go back to pages, all pages, and view your page and see what happens. So there it is. So see that font? That's the crank font that I wanted. So let's say I don't want the crank font. I wanted a different crank font or a different font. So I'm going to go back to Finder, and let's say I want to use Rockets. So I'm going to select that, copy that, copy the name of it, the entire name including the ending of it, and then I'm going to go back here and I'm going to change this part of the code to that. Notice how it's all capitalized here because the actual file name is capitalized. Alright, so then I'm going to take this part and I'm going to go back to my tool, scripts and styles, scroll down, take this part, paste that in. Alright, scroll down, save changes, and then go back to pages, all pages. In fact, I'm going to right click and choose view. Right click and open link a new tab. So there's that new page. So there's that. So it's a little small, so I want to make it a little bigger font size. So I can go back to my scripts and styles, like this, and right here where it says font size, I can change this number so I can make it bigger, right? So how about let's try 5.5. 5.5, it can be any decimal. It can be 5.0 or 5.6. And maybe this one is a little bit slightly smaller than the other one, so 4. And how about 2.4? Don't forget to scroll down and save changes. Go to your other tab, Command Shift R. There it is, a little bit bigger. Okay, so look, the point is you can try different fonts. All you gotta do is change, copy the name, go back here and paste it in here, and it'll choose the new font to apply to these new things. So that's a heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. That's what those mean.